everybody, and welcome to my explanation of what happened with Paige on literally that's like 2 days ago, and I literally have to look up this. It was on the 12th. I thought it was the 12th, but then I second guessed myself. I do that a lot. So what happened on the 12th, and I'm going to explain everything in that video. I've got a lot to cover, so please just, bear with me as I talk about this. Or you don't have to watch if it's not your cup of tea, and that's okay, because I totally understand it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I would appreciate if you still watch and support me. So yeah, let's get right into this, because I honestly cannot wait to tell everyone about everything that's happening. Okay, so I made bullet points here to, keep myself on track, because I just, filmed another video before this, and I just, man, it was kind of messy because I wasn't being honest, and I was just not being myself. I was kind of anxious. Still am kind of anxious, but we got this. Paige would tell me to breathe, and I am breathing right now, you guys, so let's do this. I'm gonna first explain how I became a fan of Paige and how much she means to me, and just how long I've been a fan. So let's just do that first. Okay, so basically I got into Paige in 2015 when I won tickets to an event. Like I said, I never won anything. My orthodontist was doing a drawing thing. If you put your name in basically and your phone number, then you win tickets to a WWE Smackdown. And at that time it was Thursday night Smackdown, and I honestly didn't know what to expect because I didn't know anything about it. I literally put my number in as a joke, and I ended up, winning. So one day I came into the office and they said, can we tell you something? I was like, what? And they're like, you've won the tickets. And I was like, what? My mom was just so confused, and everyone, my sister was there, and we're all just because we did not know anything about wrestling. If anything, I thought it was silly. But then my opinion did change, obviously, throughout the years. Alright, so I downloaded the WWE app, and I was scrolling through people because I obviously had to get kind of familiar with them, because I did not know literally any of them. And the first two people I noticed was Paige and Bo Dallas. Those were my top faves at the time, because I literally did not know anyone. And Paige stuck out to me because literally I would scroll through the ones at the time they had on the app, and none of them I could relate to except for Paige. Paige was really different. She looked really different from the other girls, and I obviously picked that up really quickly, and she had this vibe about her that was super cool, and I definitely wanted to know what she was all about. And so that is the moment that started pretty much everything. I remember going to the event, and it was that was something else. I kind of want to know, why did they get rid of the trucks the WWE does? They had a merch truck, I think it was. It was this huge stand, and it was for a not big event. It was a smaller event, and they had those huge merch trucks like they do for WrestleMania or something like that. But I want to know when that ended, because that was really cool, and it was it kind of got everyone really hyped up for what was about to happen. So that day was super special to me, and I was really sad though because Paige was not at the event, and she did not have any merch in either the truck or at the little booth I went to. So that was really unfortunate, but I definitely stuck with her because obviously I wouldn't be here now if I did not stick with supporting her. And it just became this huge thing for me, and it became she was this huge person, this idol that was larger than life, but still knew how it felt to go through certain things, and that's why I clung on to her. So that's basically how I met Paige, or how I knew I loved Paige. Alright, so then let's fast forward because we've got a lot to cover, you guys. Let's fast forward to just seeing her for the first time, and just highlights of me being a Paige fan. I saw her for the first time May 9th, 2016 in Omaha, Nebraska, which is a little far away from me, so it was a big deal. I got to go to school early that day, and I gotta go to Raw, and I paid for the seats because my mom does not like wrestling, and she wanted me to pay for them because she wouldn't go if I didn't pay for them. And I needed to go because I knew Paige was gonna. I don't think I actually knew she was gonna be there, but I knew I had to go because I loved wrestling so much. At that point, it had been about a year then, and I knew I had to go. So we got the tickets and we were in the nosebleeds. So our experience was a little rough, I would say, but I saw Paige that night for the first time, and oh my god, it was just like one of the most amazing feelings. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, people who've seen your idol in person, like, you know what it feels like, but just knowing like she's right there, like she's real, you know, she's right in front of me, like what the heck. It was insane, and I just like screamed my little heart out, and like, scream for me. But I was screaming so loud, and I screamed for her, and I cried, and that night she won the match against Charlotte. And to this day, I believe she won because I was there. That might be selfish, that might be like a really weird thing to say, but truly, I still believe that to this day. Like, man, it was insane. And I remember that Natalia was the announcer that day, and that was insane because I loved Natalia too at the time, so it was a good day. And that, another big moment for me, obviously, was Smackdown, and that's honestly how kind of this whole her noticing me thing started. She noticed me before, but not to the extent. I don't think she knew exactly who I was, but I tweeted her the day I went to Smackdown last year, which was like April 23rd. I'm never gonna forget it. And she did notice my sign at Smackdown, and I tweeted her a bunch of, or I didn't tweet her because I don't think I Twitter then, but I Instagram tagged her in a bunch of things, and she liked it. So I really thought I could meet her, but unfortunately the timing was really bad. I was sitting in probably the best seats I've ever had for a show. Again, I like saved my money to pay for the, I think my mom would have paid for those tickets, I'm not sure. But yeah, basically I was sitting so, not really so far up, but just not like on the floor where I could have gone up and ran to her. But also I felt like security might kill me and I didn't want that. I'm a really shy person, as you can probably tell already just by how I just like kind of fidget and kind of freak out. I am really shy, and so I didn't have the courage to go up to her. I didn't have the strength to do that, and my friend literally told me, like, Olivia, like, this is your chance, like, go. And I was like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. But it's just still an incredible night because she pointed at my sign and she was like this to me, and I was like, oh my god, I freaked out, and it meant the world to me. So that was probably one of the best moments in my life, you know, besides what would happen. But it was also one of the hardest moments because I so badly wanted to meet her that day, and I really thought I was gonna meet her, but unfortunately, you know, it didn't work out. But that's why this is so important to me, the importance of like not giving up. Like, I truly did not think I would ever see her, I would ever meet her. Like, oh, just like a relief, you know, kind of sits over you because I waited literally 5 years to be in contact with her, like see her, and to know now that all that happened, I just like, I don't even know. It is insane. Like, never ever give up on your dreams because they literally come true, and when you finally, like, you've worked so hard for them to come true, it is so worth it. Let me tell you, it's really worth it. So yeah, I'm gonna talk next about kind of why I wasn't able to sit at ringside and why we never got to meet. That's what I'm gonna do next. So, like I said earlier, I've always dreamed of, you know, sitting ringside. I think every wrestling fan probably does that. Like I said, I'm just like a fan. I'm just a fan. So there is 100 other people that can say they've dreamt of the same thing, and I understand that. It doesn't make me any more special. It literally does not. I just am telling my story. So yeah, I would have to save up like all my money that I got from like my grandma or like my aunt or my mom, and I would use that money to try to pay for seats. Yeah, basically I love wrestling so much, I literally would have done anything to get tickets. And mom's kind of hard because she does not like drive into the events, she doesn't like go into the events, it's just like it's not her cup of tea. It's like taking someone to a basketball game, but they don't know a single thing about basketball, and like the noises just freak them out. It would be like that. It'd be like dragging me somewhere I didn't like, and obviously I kind of have to think about that. But wrestling is like my biggest passion, so I was not gonna let that get in the way by any means. So yes, I save up my money like literally for like a year to try to get ringside, and that's currently what I did until this happens. I still have the money obviously, but I'm not spending a single bit like since this happened. Like oh my god, like she does not understand like how I've literally saved for you. I've not spent any of it because I know it's so important for me to sit ringside, and it's like insanely cool. Like you get to be on TV, you get to like meet the wrestlers sometimes. Like that is just like top tier for me. That just means like you've made it, if that makes sense to me. And I don't want to be like you're not a fan if you've not sat ringside, because I've been in the back. I've literally been there. So yeah, I don't want this to come off anyway like a bragging, because I am so grateful. Like I said, I've literally had to pay for everything that all the events I've been to, so I'm not trying to brag at all. I just want to make that really, really clear, because I try to be really humble, and I don't want anyone to think that of me ever, ever, ever. So yeah, I definitely dreamt of sitting ringside, you know. I would literally just like, and I'd be in school and stuff, but just thinking about like, oh my god, what if like this happened, or what if I ever met her, like what would I say? I would always dream about that and like tell my friends about it, or I'd write about it, because I do love to write. And it was always just something like that wasn't attainable for me, just knowing there was no way without like a job or anything I could save up for that. But then this happens. I did save up for a year, and I'm pretty darn close to being able to pay for ringside tickets. But now Paige has like took that relief off of me, and man, I just want to give her a hug. Like I literally don't want to cry, because I've cried a lot, like just happy tears though, because I just want her to like fully understand like it's been hard to like, you know, save up. It's always hard, but you know in the end it's gonna be so worth it. And then that happened, and like holy cow. I just want to give her the biggest hug when I meet her, because she deserves it. So yeah, I'm gonna go in to tell you right now what happened on Twitch and what I'm literally forever grateful for. And I like, holy cow, I don't even know if I'm ready to talk about it, because it's like, it's been a bit hard. It's been overwhelming to me that just it happened. Like that's just crazy, because I seriously never imagined any of this stuff happening to me. Like I never imagined winning those tickets. I never imagined her like noticing me. Like I don't think these things happen, you know? You just don't think this happens to just normal people like me. Like I just like, holy cow, it makes you feel super, super special inside. And I just like, yeah, if she was watching this, like you've made me feel like special times 1,000. So thank you for that. Thank you so much. And so what happened on Twitch was I was watching her stream, and pretty much I started gifting subs. And if you don't know what gifting subs is, it's giving subscribers to her channel, and then she sees it, it like comes up in a little like, I don't know, I don't want to say like a happy thing, but it's like a little message, and then it pops up. It's the best way I can explain it. I don't play video games, I don't stream that much, so I can't really explain it. So yeah, basically I kept doing it like over and over. I'm kind of embarrassed. I kind of get embarrassed because I feel like I'm a tryhard sometimes, but man, did I really want to talk to her. Like I said, it's just been something that's always been my goal. Every freaking year for my birthday, when I blow out those freaking candles, and I know it's bad luck to like say that you tell your wish, but every year it has been to meet her, and I'm not kidding. It, like, literally written about 1,000 times. I probably posted about it 1,000 times. Meeting her would just be like the cherry on top, you know. Subs, and she kept noticing a lot of times, and obviously I was just like, I was kind of like trigger happy, if that makes sense. I was like, oh my god, like, this is my freaking idol, like, she's seeing me, and it really kind of gave your girl a heart attack, and I was shaking the whole time I did it. I was just like freaking out because obviously my anxiety was like woo, because I really wanted her to notice me. Like, she's noticed me multiple times, but I wanted like a final, you know, validation thing, and I wanted my dream, you know. I want my dream to come true. Everyone wants their dream to come true. So I'm eternally like grateful, and I don't feel like I deserve it at all. I feel like there's so many other people that deserve it, and I just was in shock, and I still don't know if I'm ever gonna have the right words to like just thank her enough for what she's done. So about like halfway through the stream, it was getting kind of late where I live, and it was gonna be time for my dinner. I also have like a schedule here. It was gonna be time for dinner, so I had to go eventually, and she did promise to call, so I didn't obviously want to miss that, but I was also getting kind of hungry. So I commented, like, I told her, you know, I'm getting ready for dinner, I'm gonna need to go soon, can we do the call? And she said yes, of course. But then, oh my god, then my freaking phone. Okay, so I got a new phone like a year or two ago, and I've never like messed with like some of the settings before, and so it sends like all of my calls to no caller ID calls to like, it just doesn't make them go through. So when Paige tried to call me, the first like 5 times she tried to call me, it didn't work, and she was like, Olivia, I'm trying to be your friend, Olivia, pick up. And I felt so bad. I was literally sitting here, and I was just like, oh my god, like, someone help. Like, I didn't have anyone like to help me down here because my sister was upstairs and my mom was asleep, so I didn't have like anyone to help me, and I was kind of freaking out. But thanks to the fans on there, I figured it out, and yeah, we got to do it. So I picked up the phone, and I'm freaking out. I can hear her, and I'm just like, Paige, like, I was like, Paige, like, freaking out, just like I did when I met Finn. I was just like, Paige, oh my god, Paige, like, I know she has no way of like knowing how much she's impacted my life, but maybe with those screams, I was gonna tell her, you know, how much she impacted my life, and she was really kind, and I ended up telling her the story about how I wasn't able to meet her, and she did like literally something I have freaking dreamed. Like, it's out of a freaking dream. Like, I don't feel like, it's just crazy. You don't expect any of that to happen to you, and then it freaking happens, and you're literally you feel like you're on top of the world. And so she says, well, how about when the next time I come to your area, you know, once the virus is over, how about I give you 4 free front row tickets to any WWE event you'd like? And I lost my crap. I lost it. I started crying. I was shaking, because I'd saved up so much, and I knew it wouldn't have been possible. You know, you have to pay for the gas to go there, and then you've got to convince your mom to go. So it was just like never gonna happen. And so when she said that, all of the relief just kind of came off my chest, and I just felt like, oh, this is gonna happen. Like, I'm going to meet my hero. I'm gonna meet the woman that literally has been there for me through every single bad thing that's happened. Her matches have always been there, and so I think that all kind of just hit me at once. And I was going through a bit of a rough time, you know, obviously I think everyone is during, you know, this quarantine, and so dealing with a lot of that kind of stuff, and so I think it was just like kind of a sign that was like, oh my god, like you're gonna be okay, you know? Oh, I'm not gonna get emotional. So that happened, and I knew I had to tell my mom because she wouldn't have believed me if I just told her, because like I said, she does not like wrestling, and she was not gonna believe that Paige freaking gave me tickets. Like, she was gonna think I was delusional. So I brought the phone up to her, and Mom was sleeping. Mom was asleep, and Paige felt so bad because she was asleep, and I was like, it's okay, like I promise it's okay, like this is Paige, like Mom, wake up. And Mom started like bragging about me, and I was like, stop, like Paige. So it was a really good, it was a wholesome moment. Let's put it that way. It's a really wholesome moment. And so she said it was like very nice, or my mom said it was very nice of her, obviously, because it was like she doesn't have to do any of that. Like, she is just the most caring, humble, nice person I have ever met in my entire life, and I've supported her for 5 years, and she's always had my back. So you cannot love anyone like more than you can love Paige. There's no reason to hate this girl. She's incredible. So yeah, that I was still crying, and she told me that she was gonna follow me on Instagram and Twitter so that when the event comes, I will get the tickets. And I just felt like I don't, this is like a Taylor Swift lyric, but like all the stars were aligning, you know, everything was aligning again, and it felt really, really, really good. It felt insane, but it felt really, really good. And that's one thing I love about her. She is so nice to her fans. Like, she takes time for them no matter what, and we need I wish we did like a fan book or something, because she just like, I don't know, it's just insane. Insane how one person can just be literally the sweetest human being on this earth. It's so sweet. So that is the gist of what happened. And then after that happened, I was like shaking, I couldn't speak, and she was like telling me like you can talk in the chat, but I literally couldn't because I was speechless and I didn't know what to say. And obviously my mom was kind of in shock too, because like she didn't think that was gonna happen. Like, she doesn't really understand like Twitch and social media and all of that, so I had to explain that. And then my sister was like, the whole family was getting on it, and she's like, does this mean we're gonna be on TV? And I'm like, yeah, it means we're gonna be on TV. And that's like it's a dream for anyone to sit ringside, but oh my god, I just felt like I deserved it. After everything that I'd gone through, it just felt right, you know? It felt so good. I think anyone would feel good, and I don't want to brag. I want to be really, really humble about it, and I want to just like know, or like tell everybody that you're gonna meet your idols, because I don't know how I get so lucky. I don't know how I get so lucky, but WWE has been my biggest passion. It's always gonna be the biggest thing for me, and I think it's like WWE gives me events, I just feel at home. And after all of the, you know, the virus stuff, I think I'm going to need that. I really do. I miss wrestling so much, so she's made that possible for me, and it would not be possible without Paige. She has literally done it for me, everything. So I literally owe everything to her. Like, I don't know what to say other than that. But I will say I'm gonna wrap up this video pretty soon, because I feel like I'm just rambling and I don't know how to say like thank you enough. Oh my god, I just like have to just sit here and like take it all in. It's insane, because I think about like back to middle school when I was getting teased for liking that. I saved my money again up to buy this the Toy Divas title. I still have it, by the way, and I would like take videos of myself like skipping around like AJ Lee, and I would wear my Paige shirt and like a flannel like she did. That was Brie. But I would, you know, take the flannel off and like fling it and like try to be super cute like Paige, and it was never quite like it, but I was trying so hard, you guys. It was really cute, and I'm still that way. I try so hard to impress them. It's kind of silly, but I love it. I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it. So I just think back to those days and how I wish I could just go back and stand up for myself. But Paige has given me the confidence, and she gave me the confidence to get through all of that. So I would not be here without that support in my life. And I just, yeah, it's insane. I don't think people are gonna believe me when I say my idol freaking gave me tickets, like, or my idol freaking called me, like, that doesn't happen to me, you know. I come from such a small town, it's just like, that stuff doesn't happen. So I'm eternally grateful, and I can't thank you enough. And I think this might be the end of my rambling and my video, because whew, I've been talking for a long time. I'm gonna go, and on that note, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope Paige sees this, and if she doesn't, it's okay too, because you've literally done everything for me. But I just wanted to explain everything, because it gets overwhelming for me to write a whole post, you know? Like I can post stuff, but I feel like it's almost annoying. I don't know. At this point, is it really annoying? I don't know. Just gotta be careful though, because now she follows me. So I just gotta be like, when I'm complaining about people at my school, I gotta be like, Paige is gonna see this and be like, what the heck? But definitely make sure you check out all my social medias. I'll probably leave them in like the description or whatever. And if you don't, it's fine too. But thanks for sticking through with this whole thing, and yeah, I'm just so happy. This is a good turn of events, you guys. So I will see you guys soon.